Chantal sir, Abhi sir sent one assignment for you na? So forward the form.
Okay. Good afternoon, students. So today we are going to discuss about population interaction, the part from your ecology in which we are going to discuss different interactions between different organisms, and there we have different types of interactions of organisms. Okay. So let's get started with the topic. Okay. So first we have to see the different interactions, and we have the 6 interaction in our course. Mutualism, competition, predation, parasitism, commensalism. Okay, so mutualism is the interspecific relationship in both species are in profit. Okay, competition in both species are negative. Okay, predation, one is in positive side and one is your loss side. Okay, one parasitism, one is in positive side and other one in negative side. Commensalism, one is in positive side and other one is on zero side. Okay, and commensalism, one is on negative side and other one does not have any effect either in the form of gain or either in the form of loss. Okay, so again I am saying mutualism, positive means both species are in the gain. Okay, competition, negative means both species are in loss. Okay, predation, one species in gain and one species in loss. Parasitism, one in positive, okay, and one is in on loss. Okay, commensalism, one is in gain and other one which is zero, neither gain nor any loss. Okay, commensalism, one is on your loss and other one not gain and even not a loss. Okay, that is your minus 0. Okay, so first we are going to start with mutualism. Okay, so mutualism, in this part of this chapter you have only examples. You have to remember example, you get number in board easily. Okay, so first you have lichens. Okay, so lichens, lichen have two symbiotic organisms coming together and they form a relationship which we call lichen. Okay, lichen is not a single organism. It is a group of two organisms which are going to each other, going simultaneously to each other and form a symbiotic relationship in which one is your algae and other is your fungus. Okay, algae is called phycobiont, fungus is called mycobiont. Okay, so the phycobiont, the algae part, it produces food, while your fungus, mycobiont forms, give shelter to your algae. Okay, again I am saying photosynthetic cyanobacteria, that thing is your photosynthetic component of lichen, okay, which is producing food by doing photosynthesis, and the fungus that is present in this relationship is mycobiont, which is giving shelter and that giving the protection to your algae. Okay, so lichen is a symbiotic association of algae and fungus. Algae cyanobacteria produce simple sugar by photosynthesis, they are called photobionts. Okay, fungus provides shelter to photobionts like protective structure which give either moisture, nutrients and an anchor to the environment. That is the work of your fungus. Fungus mycobionts are heterotroph and dependent on photobionts for food. Okay, next we have mycobionts. Okay, then we have mycorrhiza. Okay, mycorrhiza is the second example of mutualism in which we have two organisms. One is fungus and another one is your roots of higher plants. Okay, like pinus. Okay, so roots of higher plants, pinus, is giving shelter and nutrition to fungus, especially the genus glomus fungus genus. Okay, while the fungus, it is helping that plant to absorb phosphorus nutrients. Okay, so mycorrhiza is a symbiotic relationship between a fungus and the root of higher plant. The plant photosynthesizes and produce sugar. Plant provides fungus carbohydrates. The fungus can help in higher plant in absorption of mineral nutrition from the soil, and especially in this association, fungus absorbing phosphorus for the plant. Okay, especially phosphorus. Okay, next one is your seed dispersal mechanism in many organisms. Okay, so in seed dispersal mechanism you will find two organisms. One is dispersal agent, okay, like animals and birds, and second one is plant, the seeds of that organism. Okay, so food dispersal, that seed dispersal example, animal, birds, animals get nutrition from juicy fruit. See, you are a fruit just like mango. Okay, in mango you will only going to eat the mesocarp of the mango. Okay, the middle part, the pulpy part of mango, but you throw the seed. Okay, now if you throw the seed, it will get generate after some time. Okay. Okay, so you are helping that plant to make its progeny go ahead in new environment. Okay, especially in new environment that progeny is going to rise. Okay, so plant can spread and grow in different areas. Another example of mutualism, plant animal interaction is seed dispersal. Animal, birds, human, etc. spread seed of plants. Dispersal of seed lead to the growth of different plant in different areas. For example, birds, they fly from one area to different area. If they do this thing in the form of seed dispersal, so you will find a plant which is growing 10 plant, and it is also a mutualism relationship. Okay. Next we have a classical example of mutualism, that is your fig plant and your fig vase. Okay, the example of fig tree and fig vase is also a classical example of mutualism. See, in this what happened, you have an inflorescence of fig in which male flower, female flower and sterile flower is present. Okay, male flower is present on the top of the inflorescence. Okay, in the middle part you have sterile flowers, and in the base of that inflorescence you will find female flower. Okay, so the buds get enter inside the inflorescence and lay egg in the female flower regions. Okay, now after some days that egg hatches and converts into larva, and that larva feeds on that female flowers. Okay, now that larva come out from that inflorescence, so the pollen which is present inside the male flower and which is present on the gate of that fig inflorescence attached to the vase. And now when this vase goes to some other inflorescence of same fig tree or another fig tree, it do pollination. Okay, that's how the pollination in fig plant take place. And the important factor, important thing for that inflorescence is your fig vase, and the relationship between fig vase and that fig tree is your mutualism, example of mutualism. Okay, next we have pseudocopulation. Okay, it is again example of mutualism, or it is a sexual defect in which a flower, a Mediterranean orchid flower, evolved just like that. It developed one petal just like a female vase. Okay, female bumblebee. Okay, you can see in this image 1, 2, 3. These 3 petals are normal pink color, but this petal, fourth petal of this inflorescence, does not have the color of pink. It is look like a female vase, female bee. Okay, so the pollinator may be mistake the petal as a female bee and approach the orchid. The mating of bee with the flower is called pseudocopulation. See, in this type of mutualism, what is happening, that male bee, it thinks it is a female bee, but it is not a female bee. It is a petal of orchid plant. Okay, it is the petal of Mediterranean orchid which look like female bee, but male bee think it is a female, so it will start doing copulation, and during that copulation, the pollen grains is attached to the body of that male bee. Okay, now this male bee go to the next flower and start doing the same thing, and the simultaneously pollination happens. Okay, so this is your sexual defect which is done by that Mediterranean orchid plant. Okay, you can see here. Okay, so these all are the examples, okay, of your mutualism. First is normal honey with flower. Okay, this is your lichen, a relationship between your mycobiont and phycobiont, meaning a fungus and your algae. Then this is mycorrhizal association between a fungus glomus and in the higher roots of plants like that pinus. Okay, it is also a classical example of mutualism, butterfly and flower. And this is the main and the most important example of mutualism which can you study in biodiversity chapter also, that this thing is your propolis moth and this is yucca flower. Okay, if one species get extincted, other one automatically extincted. That is example of co-extinction in the chapter biodiversity. Okay, but in this chapter you see this thing in the form of mutualism, because both are dependent on each other. If this insect does not present here, then who will do the pollination of yucca plant? Okay, and if yucca plant does not present on earth, so where this propolis moth lay its egg? Okay, so this is a classical example of your mutualism. Okay, next this is your fig tree example. Okay, and this is your Mediterranean orchid, and this is the wasp. Okay, Mediterranean wasp, Mediterranean bee, we can say it. Okay, so this is your mutualism. Now next one is your commensalism. Okay, commensalism is the relationship in one organism is in positive, is in gain, and one organism is neither in gain nor in loss. Okay, that is your commensalism. Again, I am saying it is an interaction, it is a population interaction in which one species is in gain and one species is neither in gain nor in loss. Okay, so we have the examples, 4 examples are there. Okay, so first we have orchid growing on mango. Okay, and that type of growth, that type of growing is called epiphyte. So we can say also it is epiphyte on mango. Okay, so these orchid does not have that stiff stem, so they will take help of long trees to grow on them. Okay, they will hang, they will develop inside the body of that tree. Okay, but it does not absorb the nutrition of the tree just like your kaskuta do. But this does not do the take any nutrition. It is only growing on the tree. Okay, on the bark, on the stems of the tree. Okay, and it does not affecting your mango tree. It is neither giving any advantage, any gain to your mango tree. Okay, this plant, this orchid does not taking any nutrition from mango tree and does not giving any gain to your mango tree. It is only for itself. Okay, so this is the first classical example of commensalism, the relationship between orchid and mango tree. Okay, so orchid grow as epiphyte on mango tree. Okay, get physical support, no gain, no loss for your mango tree. Okay, next is your branchels and whale. Okay, blue whale. Okay, so branchels, they are mollusks and they attach to the body of whale. Okay, and they transport from one region to another region in ocean, because you know whale do migrations, large migration. So they attach to the body of whale and it will move from one region to another region. So on the base, by attaching to the body of whale, your branchels get 3 advantages, 3 profit. That is, first, it getting different type of nutritive food when it is moving with the whale body. Okay. Second, it will get its protection from its predators, because no one will dare to come near to this large mammal. Okay, and third one is that it will get free transportation. Okay, free का transport मिल रहा है उसको. Okay, so branchel stable living space, free ride food. Okay, stable living space means there is no predator who will come near to blue whale and attack on branchels. Okay, free ride, it will free transportation system is there. Food, different variety of food that branchel is getting when it is attached to the body of whale. Okay, and whale does not getting any loss and does not getting any gain. Okay, so on branchels benefit from attaches to the whale, but no biological cost to the whale. Biological cost means your whale does not getting any gain or any loss when attached to the body of whale. Okay, next commensalism example is ergot and cattle. Okay, ergot is a bird which sits on the back of cattle. Okay, now when your cattle moves in the ground and it makes hole inside the soil while walking in the ground, small insects come out from the soil, and this ergot sits on the back of your cow and make the chance, getting the chance, वो भाना ढूंढता है, वो मौका ढूंढता है, वो इंसेक्ट मिट्टी से बाहर आया, वो उसको दबोच के खा जाए. Okay, so that is the relationship between cattle and ergot, in which ergot getting food and free transport. Okay, and the cattle does not getting any loss and does not getting any gain. Okay, again example of commensalism, classical example. Okay, now fourth example, it is also a classical example of your commensalism, that is your clownfish and sea anemone. Okay, clownfish, you will see this fish in Nemo movie. Okay, that Finding Nemo. Okay, so this fish, it lives inside sea anemone. Sea anemone is the house of your clownfish. Okay, so sea anemone does not getting any gain and does not getting any loss while putting that clownfish inside its body, but your clownfish is getting protection from its predator, because your sea anemone tentacles contain nidoblast cells, which is a stinging cell. So fish is not coming near to that sea sea anemone. But that sting cell does not affect clownfish. Clownfish have resistance against that, so it is not affecting your clownfish, but it affects other species or the predators of your clownfish. So clownfish get positive, it gets a safe house where it can live and safe from its predators, while sea anemone does not getting any loss, does not getting any gain. Okay. Next, these are the examples by images. This is epiphyte, this is your that orchid, and this is the stem of mango. This is your whale, blue whale, and these small dots is your tangles, mollusk. This is agate, and this is your cattle, and this is your sea anemone, and this is clownfish. Okay, all these are the example of commensalism. Okay, again I am saying 4 examples are there of commensalism. First example, epiphyte on mango. Second example, branchals on whale. Fourth example, agate on cattle. And third example on cattle on agate. And fourth example, sea anemone and clownfish. Okay, so these are the 4 examples of your commensalism. Next one is your proto-cooperation, positive relationship. Okay, it is just like your mutualism, but there is one difference. The difference is that in mutualism, that organisms live close to each other, but in this, they are not living close to each other that much enough. If you remove one organism, it does not affecting the other organism. But in mutualism, if you remove one organism, other organism automatically die. Okay, it cannot live without other organism. Or in common way, you can say that mutualism is an husband-wife relationship. Okay, and your proto-cooperation is just like girlfriend and boyfriend relationship. Okay, as you know, in girlfriend-boyfriend relationship, if girlfriend goes, boyfriend does not get affected. For some days they get irritated, they feel depressed, but not for that much last. Okay, but in married life, if this thing will happen, so either one will attempt suicide or does not live like this. Okay, so mutualism is a relationship in which both organisms are totally independent on each other, Okay, but in proto-cooperation, they are not totally dependent on each other. If they are removed from each other, they are not getting in contact with each other, they can easily live alone. Okay, so on the basis of that proto-cooperation, we have 3 examples. Okay, so that's C. So this is the first example, hermit crab and sea anemone. Okay, so this hermit crab sit on the back of that sea anemone sit on the back of hermit crab and roam inside the ocean beds. Okay, and take different nutritional foods and free transport. Okay, on the place of this, that hermit crab getting a dangerous look. Okay, and you look this organism sitting on this, the other predators of that hermit crab feels like it is some other organism. Okay, so that does not attack them. Okay, second example is your eating bird and rhinoceros. Okay, this bird sit on the body of rhino and eat the tricks mites which is attached to the body of the rhino. Okay, so rhino gets free body cleansing and this bird gets food. Okay, proto-cooperation. Third is your crocodile and meat eating, flesh eating bird. Okay, so this bird sit inside the mouth of crocodile and eat the meat which is placed between the teeth of crocodile. Okay, the meat parts which is attached, this remains between the teeth of crocodile, it is eaten by this bird. Simply, this bird is the dentist of this crocodile. Okay, it is cleansing the teeth of crocodile. Okay, so in this relationship, you are seeing the crocodile getting free dental care and your bird gets free food. Okay, now fourth, that interaction is your competition. Okay, minus relationship, no gain, only loss. Okay, so it is a process in which fitness of one species are valued significantly lower in the presence of another species. Okay, as you know, the word competition itself defines itself. Okay, itself defines it. Okay, competition means one is winning it and one is losing it. Okay, one going to be better and one going to be the worst. Okay, so interspecific competition is a potent force of organic evolution. Okay, organic evolution, because due to competition, species develop new body parts, new conditions, नए तरीके निकालती है बचने के. Just like predator, it will evolve new strategies to catch its prey, and your prey develop different defense mechanism to get escaped from your predator. So competition is very necessary in life. It will bring new thing, and it is a potent force for your organic evolution. Okay, competition occur when closely related species compete for the same limited resources. Okay, and the main fundamental thing behind competition is that resources should be limited. Competition can occur in abundant resources also, but the important thing to make competition really hard and really enjoying, that is to limit the resource. Okay, when you limit the resource, automatically competition become higher. Okay, so unrelated species can also compete for the resources. For example, flamingo and fish in same shallow South African lakes compete for zooplanktons. Okay, zooplankton that occupies second tropic level in aquatic food chain, it will be eaten by your flamingo and fishes. Okay, so these two different species getting in competition with each other to eat zooplanktons. Okay, competition occur in abundant resources also, as I said previously. It can be occur in low resources, it can be occur in more resources or high resource area also. Okay, for example, in interference competition, the feeding efficiency of one species reduced due to the presence of other species, even the resource are abundant. Okay, if there is one species A and species B, species A have high efficiency to eat the food, and species B have low efficiency to eat the food, automatically B will eliminate after some time. Okay, because it have low efficiency. Okay, it does not eating well in that environment. The food is abundant, but still that organism does not eating peacefully, does not eating fully, so automatically it will die after some time. But the species who having high food eating ability can survive. Okay. Next is your evidence for competition. Okay, so there one example, the evidence which will show you a competition. Okay, it is an example of Galapagos Island, where you find Albinon tortoise and goats. Okay, so you know goats, it having the highest grazing capacity in all cattle. Your goat, goat, okay, it having highest grazing capacity in all cattle. Okay, so due to this highly grazing capacity, it eats all the grass of Galapagos Island. So your tortoise does not have that much grass to eat, and it will die because of less of resources, less of food, and extended from that island because of overgrazing capacity of this goat. Okay, this is the example of competition, that your tortoise does not goes inside the competition, it does not carry out that competition, it is removed from the ecosystem. Okay, the one who check the competition, who win the competition, remains inside the ecosystem. Okay, Gauss competitive exclusive principle. Okay, it states that two closely related species competitively for the same resource cannot coexist independently. They cannot live independently, they have to depend on each other for existence. Okay, and the competitive inferior one will eliminate eventually, and the inferior one who is losing the competition is being eliminated from the environment because it does not have power to live in that environment. Okay, so this may be of true in limited resources, but not otherwise. If the resource is unlimited, this thing Gauss competitive exclusive principle does not apply in unlimited resources. It is applied only in limited resource ecosystem. Okay, species facing competition may evolve mechanism for coexistence rather than exclusion. Example, resource partitioning. अब देखो क्या होगा, कुछ स्पीशीज क्या करेंगी, वो सोचेंगी कि हमको कंपटीशन में जाना ही नहीं, we do not want to go in competition, so they develop their new strategies. That thing is called resource partitioning. To avoid competition, some species develop a thing which is called resource partitioning. To stop facing competition, they develop resource partitioning like strategies. And now what is resource partitioning? Okay, so there is one guy which is called Mark Arthur, that was MacArthur, one ecologist, he studied that shows partitioning on the birds called webbles, and we call these birds MacArthur webbles, like Darwin finches. Okay, in evolution. Here we have MacArthur show that 5 closely related species of warblers living on a tree could avoid competition and coexist due to the behavioral difference in their foraging activities. Okay, see now. This is species 1. It eats the top and outermost part of the tree. It not enter in the middle lower side of the tree. Okay, this second species it only eat from the middle of the tree. Okay, this third species it only eat the top part of the tree. This fourth species it eats the middle lower part of the tree, and this one eats the lower part of the tree. So they are automatically avoiding competition. They are not entering in their feeding zones. They are not eating their food. So automatically your competition is avoided, and species can live peacefully in a single area, in a single food resource. Okay. Second example of this thing is that organism changing their eating time. Just like species 1, it is coming in morning 8 a.m. to eat. Species 2 coming in 11 a.m. Species 3 coming in 1 p.m. Species 4 coming in 3 p.m. Okay, so time changing, but food resource is same. So it will reduce or reduce down the competition between different species. Okay. So next is one more theory is there, that is competitive range. Okay, it is the expansion of disturbance range of species when the competitive species is removed. Okay, when you remove the superior species from the competition, you will see that inferior one will start to rule that area. Okay, this is the example of that. Cornell's field experiment. On the rocky sea coast of Scotland, there is 2 branchial species mollusks. Balanus, large one, competitively superior, and Cathameles, smaller, competitively inferior. They both live in an area which is called intertidal area, but your Balanus is dominant intertidal area and exclude out Cathameles. But the scientist Connell, he do what? He remove Balanus from that area, and after some time we see that the intertidal area which is ruled by your Cathameles, Balanus is being occupied by Cathameles. Okay, so again I am saying that intertidal zone which is dominated by your Balanus, it will occupied by Cathameles when the Balanus species is removed by scientist Connell. Okay, so that show that when you remove the superior species, automatically the inferior one is being start to dominate that area. But when that superior species came back to that region, it start to eliminate the inferior one because वो area तो मेरा था ना भाई. Okay, तुमने राज कैसे किया? एरिया तो मेरा था ना, बाहुबली तो मैं हूँ इस एरिया का. Okay. Next example of interspecific interaction is your parasitism. Okay, this interaction is plus negative. One species is in gain and one species is in minus loss. Okay, so the one who is gain is called parasite, and one who on the side of loss is called host. Okay, host is the one who is that nutrition giver to parasite. Okay, you can say that parasite sucks the nutrition from your host. Okay, so it is the interspecific interaction where one species depend on the other species host for food, shelter. In the process, the host can be died and can be that reduce its health. Okay, the health of that host can be reduced down. Okay, or it can be dead. Okay, so it is association of parasite benefited by host either harmed or killed. Okay, so parasite are host specific and the parasite and its host tend to live. Okay, both co-evolve. Both host and your parasite co-evolve. Host evolve to make its body defensive against the parasite, and parasite evolve to make entry inside the body of host. Okay, so both do co-evolution with each other. एक ऊपर जाएगा तो दूसरा उसके ऊपर जाने की कोशिश करेगा, फिर अगेन इट विल गो अप then this will go up its. Okay, so this thing follows parasitism, also follows your co-evolution. Okay, so why your parasite is parasite? तुम्हारा पैरासाइट क्यों है? ओके, तो उसके लिए 4 रीजन. लॉस ऑफ unnecessary sense organs. Why they need sensory organs? ओके, क्या उनको दुनिया देखनी है? क्या उनको गाने सुनने हैं? क्यों चाहिए सेंसरी ऑर्गन? ओके, सो दे डिलीट देयर सेंसरी ऑर्गन्स फ्रॉम देयर बॉडी. ओके, दूसरा प्रेजेंस ऑफ हुक एंड एडहेसिव ऑर्गन्स लाइक your suckers. Okay, so that organism attached to the body of your organism. Okay, that host body, how that organism attached to the body of host by the help of hook and suckers. Okay, third one, loss of digestive system. भाई जब तुम न्यूट्रिशन चूस रहे हो की बॉडी से, तो तुम्हारी बॉडी में डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम क्यों चाहिए? Okay, when you are taking nutrition from your host body, then why you need digestive system? So digestive system is not present inside the body of parasites. Okay, high reproductive capacity. Okay, if you have low reproductive capacity, then you are not a parasite. Okay, you are a junk. Okay, अगर तुम्हारी reproductive capacity, reproduction करने की क्षमता बहुत कम है, तो तुम parasite नहीं हो, तुम कुछ और चीज हो. Okay, if a parasite is there, its main motive, its main value is that its reproductive capacity should be high, because it have to produce large number of progeny, because the defense system of host has been power to kill it. So if it have a low reproductive capacity, then after some days the number of parasite automatically deleted from the body of the host. So it should have high reproductive power. Okay, so on the basis of this we have two types of parasite, ectoparasite and endoparasite. Ectoparasite is those parasite which remains outside the body of the host, and endoparasite are those parasite which live inside the body of the host. Okay, so now we have the examples of ectoparasite, that is your Zoom. Okay, the ticks and the mites which is present inside the hair of humans. Okay, second, ticks which is present inside the fur of dog. Third, your that for lepidotherians and clarius, that copepods, okay, which is present outside or near the region of the gills. Okay, these are the examples of ectoparasite. Head lice in human. Okay, ticks on dog skin. This one. Okay, this is our ticks which is present in dog hairs. Okay, marine copepods in fish. These you can see. These are the marine copepods. That are small parasitic fishes which attach to the body of your large fishes. Okay, Cuscuta on hedge plant. Cuscuta, remember, Cuscuta in Hindi we call amarvale. Okay, this is the only parasitic angiosperm. Okay, again I am saying Cuscuta is an parasitic angiosperm. It does not perform photosynthesis. It absorbs nutrition from its host. Okay, hedge plant. So these are the examples of your ectoparasite. Now we have endoparasite. Okay, endoparasite are those organisms which live inside the body of the host. For example, liver fluid live in the liver of human. Okay, blood fluid lives inside the blood stream of human. Tapeworm, ascaris live inside the small intestine. Okay, and suck the nutrition from that area. So these are your endoparasite. I have the images you can see here. This is your hair lice which is present inside your hair. जूम, जिसको जूम बोलते हो. Okay, ये होती है hair lice. Okay, this is your liver fluid present inside the liver. Okay, this is the liver eaten by this liver fluid, and this is your tapeworm in small intestine. Okay, this is your Cuscuta present on hedge plant. Okay, next one is your broad parasitism. Okay, it is again a form of parasitism in which one bird lay the egg in the nest of other bird. Okay, and that other bird that incubate that egg and feed the developing baby which is coming out from that egg. Okay, so a phenomena in which one bird species lays its egg in the nest of another bird species, and the foreign egg is hatched as well as chick is feed by a host bird. Example, cuckoo and crow, in which your cuckoo is parasitic bird and crow is host bird. Okay, cuckoo bird lays eggs inside the nest of that crow. Okay, and crow does not some other egg, it will incubate that egg, hatch that egg, and give nutrition, give food to the chick. Okay, during the time of evolution, this thing happened. Okay, evolution हुआ, evolution से वो अंडों का रंग और शेप बिल्कुल पैरासाइटिक बर्ड के अंडों की तरह तुम्हारे parasite birds में. Okay, the shape and the size of the parasitic bird egg is similar to the shape and the size and the color of host bird, and this thing will happen during the time of course of evolution. It is not a single point step. It is take millions of years that evolution. Okay, next is your predation. Okay, predation again it is an plus minus relationship. The one who is in plus side is your predator, and the one who is from negative side is your prey. Okay, so we have examples. Okay, so tiger predator, deer prey, snake predators, that frog prey. Okay, sparrow predator, insect prey. Okay, so these are the example of predation. Okay, now predators, these are very important component of our ecosystem. They control the number of prey inside the ecosystem. Okay, you know prey, they eat, mostly prey are herbivorous. Okay, they can easily damage the ecosystem. Okay, they can easily damage the ecosystem. So your predators control the number of prey inside the ecosystem. Okay, and now one thing also you know that predators are less in number in the environment, while your prey is large in number in the environment. Okay, so they act as a channel of energy transfer to higher trophic level, from one trophic level to another trophic level, that energy moves. Okay, they keep the population herbivores under control, which otherwise can reach very high population density and disturb the balance of ecosystem. Okay, species diversity in a community is maintained by reducing the intensity of competition among the competing prey. Okay, your predators decrease the competition between the prey. Okay, so the prickly pear cactus, we have one classical example is prickly pear cactus from Australia. Okay, so this prickly pear cactus become havoc in Australia. Okay, what it will do, it will not your endemic species of Australia, it is an exotic species bring to Australia, and it is widely spread in Australia within India. So after some years it will become havoc. Havoc means atank, danger to that area. Everywhere you will go, you find this cactus plant, and there is no natural predator of this cactus plant which can eat this cactus plant in the Australian environment. Okay, so people of Australia, ecologists of Australia introduced its natural predator, that is cactus eating moth. Okay, this is the organism which eat this cactus, prickly pear cactus. Okay, in this image you can see the larva of this insect eating the cactus. Okay, so this insect introduced inside the environment of Australia, inside the ecosystem of Australia, and it start to eat all the cactus. Okay, and the number of your prickly pear cactus come under the control, the havoc, the danger of this species has been calmed down. Same thing happened in India also. That thing is water hyacinth, which is bring by the Britishers in India, and now it is called as terror of Bengal because it is firstly occupied the area of Bengal. It start to spread in India from Bengal. Okay, so this is the example. Okay, so Australia में exotic species है prickly pear cactus की. कुछ सालों के बाद उस species ने पूरे continent को occupy कर लिया. Okay, now Australian government, Australian ecologists introduced an insect which is your moth, that cactus eating moth, which start to control the number of that prickly pear cactus inside the Australia. Okay, so that's it's the importance of predator inside the environment. If that thing does not in the environment, your predator does not present inside the environment, it will damage, the prey will damage the environment definitely. Okay, so अब predator की बात हो गई, अब prey की बात करेंगे. तो prey भी तो कुछ करेंगे बचने के लिए. Okay, हर टाइम तो नहीं कि वो जाएंगे और predators आओ उनको मारो खा जाओ, ऐसा तो होगा नहीं. तो वो वो भी कुछ बचने की ट्राई करेंगे. Okay, your prey not always sit. Okay, they also develop different defense mechanism to withstand against the predators. Okay, so one of that is camouflage. Okay, camouflage or cryptic coloration. Okay, we have one example here. Vietnamese mossy frog. Okay, it is a species of frog which is present in Vietnam. Okay, and its body design, color of that body is just like bryophytes, mosses. Okay, so it sits inside the bed of moss and the predator snake does not recognize it because it look like just like a moss plant. Okay, when it sits inside the bed. So this is your camouflage. Here one more example of camouflage, that is leaf insect. Okay, this insect is look like a leaf. Okay, when it sits on the leaf of tree, it look like a leaf is sitting on the tree. Okay, so again its predator cannot find this organism. Okay, some animals are highly, some कुछ जानवर और भी तरीके निकालते जो camouflage नहीं कर सकते. The organism cannot perform camouflage. They will produce distasteful chemical inside their body. Okay, if the predator come and want to eat, and if last time it is a predator eat that organism and it remember the taste of that organism, it does not come again and eat that organism. Okay, we have one example, that is your monarch butterfly. It eats on Calotropis, and Calotropis is very bitter in taste. Okay, so its body parts become bitter in taste. So birds does not go and catch it to eat it because the taste is very distasteful. Okay, this is again one example of camouflage, that is your stick insect. It look like a stick. You cannot distinguish which one is stick, either this or this. This is the insect and this is the stick. So it sit on the stick and look like just like a stick. Camouflage. Okay. Some organisms develop poison inside their body or outside the body. So one example we have, that is dart frog. Okay, this is. Okay, these are dart frog and the most poisonous species of frog in the world. You can find them in Amazon rainforest. Okay, these frogs skin secretes chemical, and if you touch the frog, okay, by your hand, it will absorb inside your skin and it acts as a neurotoxin and hemotoxin to your body. Okay, RBC को मारने लग जाएगी, न्यूरॉन्स को मारने लग जाएगा इसका म्यूकस, जैसे तुमने हाथ लगाया. Okay, so this is your poison dart frog. The forest rivers, okay, the terrestrial tribes, okay, the tribes of Amazon rainforest, they stick the mucus of this frog to their arrows, okay, and then it will shoot to the animals, and animal khatam. Okay, next अब plants की बात करते हैं अपन. Okay, देखो plants का क्या सीन है, उनके लिए predator कौन है? Herbivores. Okay, so in plants category, the predators for that plant is herbivores, and your plants cannot run away from predators. So what will they do? They produce different defense mechanism in the form of thorns, in the form of chemicals, okay, in the form of sticky substances, okay, just like here. This is bougainvillea, this is acacia, this is cactus. All these plants develop thorns inside their body, in their stems. Okay, now no herbivore come and eat them because they are having thorns, okay, spines on their body. If they eat that, their tongue become chalni. Okay, then one example, classical example to avoid predators to come near to it is Calotropis. Okay, this Calotropis contain a milk. It is a glycoside which cause heart attack if you drink that thing. Okay, and heart attack causing glycoside here we can. Okay, so Calotropis produce a highly poisonous glycoside, that is cardiac poison. Okay, it will cause heart attack. Okay, if the person drinks the milk which is produced by the leaves, stem, everywhere, if you cut the Calotropis, it will show you a milk is coming out, a latex is coming out. If you drink that latex, it will cause a heart attack. Okay, some organisms, some plants also produce chemicals like nicotine, statin, and opium, then quinine, etc. Chemical produced by plant for their defense mechanism. They are totally very bad in taste, and some are poison to the predators like herbivores. Okay, so these are the chemicals: nicotine, opium, cetirizine, caffeine, quinine. All these are bitter in taste, and some are even that having the power of toxin. They can kill the herbivore. Okay, one most example that shows you that predator is very important. Okay, this is pigaster, a species of starfish which is present in the rocky area of that waterlands. Okay, so scientists do what? They remove pigaster from that environment, and after 100 days they will see that 10 more than 10 species of lower invertebrates extincted from that area. Okay, again I am saying this is the top predator, top consumer of its ecosystem, and we remove this thing from that ecosystem, and after some 100 days, the biologist, the ecologist sees that the inferior organism, okay, the lower trophic level organism extincted from that area after the removal of pigaster starfish from that area. So that's how your predator control the population of prey. Okay, that thing is written here. Starfish is generally found in rocky intertidal area. It is an example of predation and feeds on various species of invertebrates. In a particular experiment, this predator was removed from the small experimental area. It was observed that within a few hundred days, approximately 10 species of invertebrate got extincted because they start doing competition, and competition, you know, minus relationship. It is negative for both the species, and they get extincted. Okay. Now, last example, the last interspecific relationship is your amensalism. Okay, in which one species is zero, neither gain nor loss, and one species get loss, minus zero relationship. Okay, so first example of amensalism is algal bloom, in which the species, okay, which does not getting any harm and any profit, that is your algae. Algae, in algal bloom, what happened? Algae grow on the surface of water bodies, stagnant water bodies. It occupies all over the area of the water bodies. Okay, now the sunlight which is coming inside, which is going inside the water, it does not get, it is trapped by the algae which is occupied the surface of water bodies. Okay, now no sunlight will go inside the water, so the hydrophyte which is present inside the water, they will die. And automatically after the death of hydrophyte, the BOD of the water increases. Okay, and that increased BOD, okay, causes death of the fishes, the aquatic animals, and that ecosystem will be destroyed. Okay, so the aquatic animals, hydrophytes, are on negative side, and zero side is your algae. Algae even does not know what he is doing. Okay, so that's why it is zero. Neither loss nor profit is with algae, and while your aquatic animals and hydrophytes get that. Okay. Second example of amensalism is bacteria and penicillin. Okay. As you know, there is one antibiotic which is called penicillin. Okay, and it is extracted from a fungus species which is penicillium. Okay. So bacteria, okay, growth is inhibited by secretion of penicillin. Okay, penicillium, no loss or no gain. Okay, bacteria is on minus side, and your penicillium is on zero side. Okay, penicillium, a strain, a fungus species, that your Ascomycetes. Okay, it produces a chemical called penicillin. Okay, that penicillin destroy the cell wall of bacteria, and your bacteria get killed. Okay, so in which bacteria is on minus side, and your penicillium is neither getting any loss, neither getting any gain. Okay. Next example of amensalism is herbaceous plant and black walnut tree. Okay, so your black walnut tree, it secretes out one chemical from its roots, that is your juglone. Okay, this is an anti-plant growing substance or chemical which stop the production of plant nearby the area of that plant. Okay, this is black walnut tree, and it secretes one chemical which is called juglone, and this juglone inhibits the growth of other plants near this tree. Okay, so these herbaceous plants are on negative side, while your walnut tree is neither get any gain and neither get any loss from the removal of these herbaceous plant from its surrounding by its own chemical. Okay, so that's all. This is your population interaction. In next lecture, we are going to discuss about population. Okay, the attributes of population, the curves of population, and your different like ecological theories. Okay, the ecological events. Okay, for now, then digu, then nama, tapasya, and kabhi jhukne ka nahi.